The mountain dulcimer, like many of us, is a European ancestral import that flourished and became what it is today in America. The dulcimer is easy to learn, it's fun to play, and it's relatively inexpensive to buy and maintain. And the lessons you learn from it never get old. It also never gets boring bringing it to a campfire or a friend's house or by the wood stove and making music out of nothing more than a box of wood, some metal strings, and your fingertips. It is absolutely magical, and I can't wait to get you guys started on it. So a little about the dulcimer. It's a descendant of German zithers, which is a different, older instrument, and it was brought to this country by those Germans. But the instrument we know today as the lap, or better known mountain dulcimer, is a whole new animal. It found a place in Appalachia as a standard vehicle for folk, gospel, and all homespun music. Since it was easy to make and even easier to transport, it quickly grew legs and a following. Now dulcimers, mount music, dulcimer clubs, and spin-offs like strumsticks and band jammers are popular in the folk music scene, and I can't wait for you guys to be a part of it. I bought my first dulcimer at a little shop near the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee when I lived there after college. The shop was called Wooden Strings, and there a man named Mike Clemmer built a little store and a little wood shop where he built, played, and sold mountain dulcimers, and still does, just a stone's throw away from the park. It's in a town called Townsend, Tennessee, on the less commercial side of the Smoky Mountains. He also hosts concerts on Saturday nights at the locally famous Picking Porch, which is a place I used to go every Saturday night after I was done hiking in the mountains of the Smokies with my dog Jazz. Back then it was just me and Jazz. And I would go to that place and I would hear those concerts, and you're so tired from hiking and so happy to have a hot cup of coffee and hear that music. And the concert was over a bubbling stream, so you would hear this amazing, simple music played by happy, humble people next to nature's own percussion. And I decided at that moment that I was going to learn how to play the dulcimer. And it didn't take much. It's really easy to play, and the sounds are haunting and beautiful, and they can also be a rip-snorting good time. And the next clip I'm going to show is a video I took from one of those Picking Porch concerts of Mike Clemmer and his wife tearing it up with a two-person dulcimer called a courting dulcimer, because when people were courting in old-timey times, you knew that if two people were playing the instrument, their hands were busy. So it was a way for the parents inside to know that the kids on the porch were behaving themselves when a man came to see the lady he was after. So, as you can see, it's more than just an instrument, it's our history. And enjoy this little bit of concert from Mike and his wife down in Tennessee.
No, it doesn't. Have you noticed that a lot of these instruments have these tags on there? I want to do a commercial. The reason those tags are there is they're for sale. And you really need a couple of them, so come on in. We're going to be open after a while when we get done with this. And we're going to be open so you can, if you see something you like and you want to look at it or something fondle on it, you're welcome to. That's what these are for. Now this one looks real silly, don't it? It's a lot different than what you're used to. What this is a blend between a dulcimer and a banjo. And I call this a band jammer. And it sounds like this. And then see, after this, it's all irritating.
mountain dulcimer. This is my first dulcimer, the one I bought in Tennessee that I told you about. I want to learn today how to know the parts of it. So we're going to start at the top. This here is the headpiece, and these are the tuners. And this is what you use to get these wire dulcimer strings, which hang above the fretboard. You see how they float above those metal pins? That is where the music happens. So, we've got our strings, we've got the dulcimer itself. This is the fretboard. These metal bits here are called frets. These are sound holes. Down here, we have what's called, this little hollow area, it's called the strum hollow. You can strum there or you cannot. I tend to strum between the second set of sound holes. And this is a pretty inexpensive dulcimer. When I bought it, it was 2005, and it cost, I think, $127, handmade and brand new. I think they're up to $150 now from this dulcimer shop. This is a guy named TK O'Brien. This is a student dulcimer, and he makes the gorgeous Walnut Creek dulcimers too, which I'm hopefully going to get my hands on once again. So we're going to learn today about what these strings are. Now you know in a dulcimer we've got 4 strings. We've got this really low string called the far string. We've got this middle string. Oof, that's an A. It's called the middle string. And then we've got these melody strings. There's 2 of them. They're high Ds. And when you play these all together, you get a chord. That's D-A-D. So, I'm going to sit back and hopefully you can see me here. I'm on a fancy rolling chair. What you do is holding over your knees to play a basic chord. You're going to hold down your finger right above the metal fret. See where my finger is, guys? It's not on the fret. It's right above it. You're not pressing down in the middle, you're right above it on those 2 melody strings. And that's going to make a chord. So when I strum now, you're going to hear this. Take my finger off. Put it back on. Now with just using this finger, you can make some roaring music. Check this out. So we're going to learn how to make music with this puppy. We're going to go through some really basic songs like Boiled Cabbage, and work up to more classic folk songs, but we're going to learn basically how to get comfortable with it and how to make music as something as simple as this. So thank you for your interest, and thank you for paying attention, and there's a lot more to come. Alright guys, get excited about the dulcimer.